What's up, everybody? We're gonna do some live training. If you have any questions, comments, drop them in the chat. What are we working on today? He said leg locks very quietly. But to kick off the leg lock practice, we're gonna do some standing. Yeah, sure. Okay. All right. Hold on, I need to warm up, bro. Okay. You want to start with so we start over under, and then we just need to get to a body lock.
Sure.
Cool.
How many minutes?
Let's do like 2
minutes.
Oh, you want to do 3?
Yep.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep. Alright, ready? Yep. Get out of there, fucker. Ready? What the fuck was that at the end? Oh, we got some dudes. Kane Corso says, you like gi or no gi better? What do you like better, Matt?
Oh, fuck. That's so hard to say. I mean, I train more in the gi, but
Yeah.
I do enjoy no gi. I don't know if I have a favorite.
Yeah.
I'm better in the gi, for sure.
Yeah.
But I enjoy the pace of no gi. I enjoy the tactics are different.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Sorry, give you more, but I'm really tired.
Yeah, he's. Man, that's an alcoholic. Just kidding. Probably the farthest thing from alcoholic I've ever met in my life. There's only one alcoholic in this room. I like ghee. Like if I have a choice between ghee and no ghee, I'll like always pick the ghee. But I don't dislike no ghee. Kind of like what Matt said. H Soccer says good, just lowercase good. That was a minute ago. And now H Soccer says I am a judo blue belt. Oh, cool. Nice, nice. I just saw a judo blue belt at that tournament on the second day beat a black belt in the senior division.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, this is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. If anybody's got any questions or whatever, feel free to drop them in the chat. We'll answer them live between rounds. We're just doing some constraints-led approach, ecological approach-based training right now. So we'll do some rounds and then talk about them and answer questions and stuff. Cool. What do you want to do now?
Up to you if you think there's something else you want to do before we get into the leg stuff.
Yeah, I kind of want to do, let me think about a scenario that I'm usually in. What's something good? Do you want to just do that same body lock game? Like we hold like wrap the arms around anywhere actually.
And
Could
then
be the leg,
turn
the body.
your face and break the grip.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, so in this game, we're just gonna wrap our arms around our partner's body. It can be around the upper body in any way we want. It could be around a leg. It could be around the waist, around two legs. We're not trying to take them down to the ground, but we're just trying to hold the control position, and the partner just wants to face us, and then separate our hands. And once they do that, they win.
3 minutes?
Yeah, let's do it. We just switch back and forth.
Switch
Yeah. Ready, go. Ready? Yep, go. Ready? Yep, go. Ready, go. All right, let's see what we got. Sebastian Gonzalez. What's up, Kevin? Kevin Wen says, do a backflip. Maybe later. Sebastian Gonzalez says, you come from a Muay Thai background with an orthodox stance. Does it combine well with your BJJ game and stance? That's a good question, Sebastian. I found that it does not in judo. So like if you stand up. So the problem that I was doing in judo before is I come from the Muay Thai background, like you're saying, where I have my left foot forward. Because I'm right-handed, so my right hand is my power hand. So I can throw a punch like that. So I'm comfortable moving around in my stance with my left foot forward. The problem is though I'm right-handed. So I was running into this issue in judo a lot where I was standing in my left foot forward and I was using what they call right-handed grips, which is right hand on the lapel and then left hand on the sleeve. But when that's the case, if Matt has like his right foot forward or whatever, people were just sweeping out my front leg because I don't have anything to keep them back. Like Matt's shoulder can still come into me so he can close distance and like sweep my foot. So that's what they kept doing to me in judo. I was just falling over all the time. So then I went through a conundrum where I was either deciding to turn into a lefty so I could keep him away with my left hand, but I'm not really good at turning that way. So what I've done is changed to my right foot forward for judo, which is weird because that's like a southpaw stance and like striking, and it feels weird to like move around like that. But so the answer to your question is I went right foot forward. I don't know if that helps you, but yeah.
Cool. I feel in the no-gi version of this game, it's easier to switch to something else.
Yeah.
In the gi, I think it's because it's so there's just so much friction.
Yeah.
It's really difficult if you're like high on the body to go to the hip and then from the hip to the leg or leg back to the hip.
Yeah.
And this was it just felt not that it was easy, but it was less resistance to get from one to the other.
Right, yeah. You can move around, yeah. Yeah. Sweet Cherry Bill says hi. What's up?
Hi.
Don 871 just recently got back into training after 2 years. I forgot how sore you get. Yep. Yep. Yordle Ren. Another live training. Hello all. What's up?
What's up?
Thank you for joining. All right.
Cool.
What do you want to do?
Let's play some leg games.
Okay.
Do you want to do the same one we were doing the other day? Just control the position and the other person, the defender, is just trying to free the knee.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
And it can be any, like the attacking player can choose what configuration they want to start from. And for now, we'll say the attacking player cannot start with control of both legs. You can only start with one leg.
Okay.
And the goal, or something that will make their job easier, will be to like collect both legs in some way, or control both legs.
That could be a win condition.
Could be a win condition, like if you get control of both legs, then it's okay.
You want to do that because we don't have any win conditions yet.
That's okay.
So let's talk to the camera about that real quick. You want to explain?
Sure. Yeah. So
let's switch them so that they can see you.
the attacking player can start in whatever leg configuration they want. It could be here, it could be here, it could be here, whatever, it doesn't matter, wherever you feel you want the most work. And then but you can only have control of one leg to start. And then the win condition for the person attacking is to eventually get control of both legs, we'll say for 3 seconds, and then that would constitute a win for the attacking player.
And they can be controlled however they
Correct, it can be controlled however, it doesn't matter, as long as the attacking player has control of both legs. The defending player, the win condition is to get the knee out,
I want to make an adjustment,
Okay.
and I want to say we have to free the entire leg.
Free the entire leg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that way, if I'm here and you're like doing shit, you can still like
Right, I could
collect my knee again if you want it.
theoretically.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so the defending player has to completely clear the leg.
Yeah.
The attacking player can change configurations. So if
Yeah, you can switch. You can also switch legs too.
right.
Yeah.
So it could we could end up, going, and then we would still be in the game because I've got control of one of Josh's legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just to make it clear, starting position is control of the defending player's knee line. However we want, focus on using the legs to keep the knee between your knees. I still don't know what we call that, but yeah, we'll just say control the knee line, I guess, for now. Okay. And then the goal is simply to collect both legs to make the other player unable to move for now.
Cool.
Yeah. And I think later, obviously, we need to get to a point where we
Expose
collect
the
the heel.
heel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
And we'll switch on wins.
Yeah. Let's just use 6 minutes.
Okay. Hit top left corner. Discard. 6.
Yordle Ren. Oh wait. Sweet Cherry Bill, can I teach you my favorite throw? Please. I don't know how you're gonna do that. Do you want to just write it or? But yeah.
Step-by-step instructions.
Yes. Petrus Pata says, love your video, peace sign, thank you, appreciate that, thanks for watching. Yordle Ran, by the way, a few days ago when I said show white belt Kami Shihogatami for free wins, he said I'm judo guy. I'm actually jujutsu guy, mother of all combat sports. Is that Japanese jujutsu? Okay, yeah, I think you're talking about Japanese jujutsu, right? Cool, thanks for that history, Yordle Ran. Harbier says, great content, brother, from the UK. Thank you. Thanks for watching. All right, we're going to get into the game. We're going to do a 6-minute round of this leg lock game. So if you missed the instructions, just rewind a little bit and you can catch them. Let's start from the reboot. Okay. Ready? Yep. Go.
Full reversal.
Oh, I like when I see you're okay.
I appreciate you checking in on me.
Well, no, but then you got your foot out. I shouldn't ask if you're okay.
This is hard. Ready? Let's go. Nice. That's good. Yeah. Email.
Email? Alright, one moment. What did you think about the game?
I like that.
Yeah.
I think it's already in just the second time we've done it is way more dynamic and we're like figuring shit out.
Yeah.
The thing I figured out on the last thing was if I am going for your conventional wisdom would lend itself to the idea that you don't want to grab like close to the end of the lever to like pull things in and be able to more easily manipulate. But as I was like in the first round, I was trying to like grab your ankle, like anything below the knee, because I figured that was at the end of the lever. But when I do that, you're so mobile, you're like able to move in a way that it makes it really difficult to grab that other leg.
So you don't grab at the end of the lever?
In the last one, I grabbed above the knee, and I was able to collect it.
But that is the end of the lever.
Well, yeah, at the end of this lever.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But not the end of like the big lever, if that makes sense. Like when you apply, like for a knee
It's
bar.
2 levers.
Correct.
Yeah.
For a knee bar, like you would grab at the end in order to like.
Well, the end of one lever.
Correct.
And then control the other lever.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, I was grabbing the wrong lever.
Okay.
That's my point. Is
You're saying you collected by the knee this time.
Yeah, and I was able to pull it in.
Yeah.
And eventually collapse the leg either. So that was the big takeaway for me was searching for here, not for here.
Got it.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. The other thing was I learned that 50-50 pass I like to use in the gi does not work in no gi because you're so slippery you can just like dive under, and that's when you stop and you're like, is your knee okay?
Yeah.
People don't do that in the gi.
Yeah.
Typically it's like really rare.
Well, because it's a reef. I was
True.
reading the fuck out of your leg.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they don't typically go that way. So I was like, I'm gonna get out of here, like just like this, and then you do the leg over, and I was like, oh shit, I'm back in it. So I that was good for me to realize now instead of. Oh shit. What about you? Is there anything you took away?
I think I like this behavior of like trying to do stuff while hiding my other leg. Like I really like thinking about that, and now that I think back to like matches and stuff that I've seen, like when people are doing these leg lock exchanges, they're always getting that leg really far away, which like kind of makes sense why they're in that like posture. It's actually I've been thinking a lot about like in the ecological stuff or just like drilling in general about like cause and effect. Like we only like start behaving certain ways because of something else, right? Like in this case, we're saying if they collect the legs, they win. So we start keeping our leg far away because we're simply trying to prevent something from happening.
Right.
Whereas like you could easily, and this is where I think all these like drills come from, and I think they're backwards. They're putting the effects before the cause, where they're like, maybe they like tell you to do a drill, where even a solo drill, where you just like are in this position or something, you know, like I could imagine somebody like coming up with a solo drill like that, where your job is to like keep your leg far away, right? Like that's why we do shrimps up and down the mats, because like the shrimp emerged from something. And I think people think if you then do the shrimp movement, then it'll apply itself to the rolling, but that's backwards. Right? You
only have the shrimp because of somebody doing something to you.
Yeah, and not like doing it on your own and then trying to execute it against a problem that you haven't encountered yet.
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
Which is like, yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot. It's just cause and effect backwards.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyway.
I think I saw a long message pop up.
Yeah. Ooh, we got a lot. Okay. Okay, Yordle Rin confirms Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. Can you scoot that way? Okay, Sweet Cherry Bill, grab his wrist with your same side hand. Left grab, okay. So same side wrist, other hand, collar tie, push his arm back and upwards. And put your collar tie hand on the pit of his elbow. And your elbow inside his armpit. Turn around and throw him over your head.
Oh, he's teaching you the.
Is this a Kataguruma?
I see.
I'm not. What is the name of this throw, Sweet Cherry Bill? I'm having trouble visualizing it. Peaches Pata says, if you had to compare Judo Newaza to BJJ, what would you say are the biggest differences and challenges? I would say in Judo Newaza, everybody just like goes like this. So they go belly down so you can't pin them, which is kind of like not so great for BJJ, because in BJJ, they're not gonna like stop it and stand it up, like the person can continue working for a choke or something. So that's the biggest like difference I noticed, was like when we do the extended Newaza rounds like at the gym, at a certain point, I'm usually able to like, if somebody goes belly down, I can still like work for the choke and stuff. So that's like the biggest difference, I think. Yeah, Yodorin says biggest difference, you have 5 seconds to start submitting or you get back on your feet. Yep. Matt C says maybe make the win condition for the attacking player be control of the secondary leg or submission. That way as the attacker you have an option from entanglements where you can't get the second leg. Yeah, I do like that, Matt C. We're starting like even simpler for now. We're trying to add like just a few win conditions at a time. That way we don't get overwhelmed.
That's definitely a future iteration, I'm sure.
Yeah, like 100%. We need to add like the dilemma of capturing the second leg or submitting, right? Like, but that'll come later. And then he says specifically outside Ashi comes to mind. Yeah, no, I think, yeah, I totally agree with you, Matt C. We're just keeping it simple for now. Sweet Cherry Bill doesn't know the name of the throw. Okay, if you find it, let me know. I'll go back and read your instructions. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I said Kataguruma also. Yordle Rin says the throw you described as Kataguruma. I'm not sure if we're talking about the same thing, but you stand up. If we're here, and then do we go under? I don't know what we're talking about, but, or maybe here, I don't know. All right, what do you want to do? Same thing?
Same thing.
All right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool. All right, we're gonna do the same game. We'll answer, Paul Tucker will answer your question after this round. So in 6 minutes, we'll answer your question. What are some top tips you have for studying BJJ? Answer that in 6 minutes. So you feel sick around.
You're gonna type first.
I'm taking too long with emails about things. I'm hungry. I'm not gonna start there. All right, ready? Go. Ready? Yep. My own medicine tastes bad. Oh shit, that's right. Ready? Yeah, go.
this count?
I think I hit your legs
Okay,
right now, yeah.
okay.
I was ready for your back step. I was like, let me catch your leg, you bitch. Yep. Ready? Yep, go. Good? Yep, I'm good. We're good, we're good. Ready? Yep. Yeah, this time I was like, I think I realized if I just stop moving, then like you're gonna hold me there, or vice versa. If I'm just like staying in one position as the attacking player for too long, just like trying to use like an isometric straight just to hold you there, it makes it a lot harder. Like I need to be getting, like I need to be putting pressure on your knee or something.
Yep.
Oh, that was tough. And whenever you did there at the end with the reap, like I think you kept my leg on the same side and then we're reaping.
Yeah.
That last time, that put a lot more pressure on my knee, so if I came up, I was gonna calf slice for myself and like blow my own knee out, so.
Okay, that's helpful.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, yeah, that was significantly more pressure than having the leg on the cross side.
I started to self-frame actually as you started to turn. I had my arm underneath my knee so that you couldn't dump me over.
Okay.
And that was kind of that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, he wants to go this way. And as you were putting pressure on me, I started to turn and I framed and put my arm underneath. And that stopped the rotation pretty well.
Cool.
I think somebody said something music. I don't know. I didn't read it. I didn't read it all the way.
Okay.
Sorry, there's no music.
All right, let's see what we got. Live chat.
What was the question that we were gonna answer? Or you were gonna answer?
Yeah, let me see. Paul Tucker says, what are some top tips you have for studying BJJ? What can help guide a session, decide what you're wanting to work on? Also, having no music during rounds must be a crime. We literally do that because otherwise these videos get demonetized.
It's a YouTube thing.
Yeah. Sweet Cherry Bill, I think it's a name in judo. It's Seonagi? Oh yeah. +1 for music. Maybe I can find some like copyright-free beats. That's actually a good idea. Like this is just.
I'm sure that exists on Spotify.
No, I mean they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a dude who made a website where it's literally just like royalty-free music.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and you just play it. Yeah. Like it's specifically for like live stream background music.
Okay.
Yeah, Seonagi, and then we'll answer Paul Tucker. Let me answer your question also. But first, yeah, Seonagi is like.
Oh, no, you said that? Okay.
Yeah, people do it in wrestling.
Okay.
So you push into me. You
I
push
push
into
me.
me. Yeah, and then people go. And he goes that way. So Paul Tucker asked, "What are you?" Can you come closer? Asked, "What are your top tips for deciding what to study on?" So I'll answer real quick. So for me, it's like usually whatever wasn't working in competition or like some sort of situation that happened in competition. Because I have been competing so much for the past couple years, so that's usually where I derive like the training from. I don't watch instructionals anymore. I used to, but that was before I discovered the constraints-led approach or the ecological approach, which is the type of training we're doing now. If you don't know what that is, I've got a bunch of videos on my channel about it. Yeah, what about you?
Same. Just try to use competition as feedback. Whether you win or lose the match, there's always something that didn't work the way you thought it might or should, and bring that back and then start to build games around that.
Yeah. Cool.
I think I got time for one more.
One more? Okay.
Yeah, I got time for one more round.
Dawn says, what happened to your eye? Go to my community tab in my YouTube profile and look at the latest post. I just had a judo tournament on Saturday. And I got headbutted in the eye. Yordle Run says, damn YouTube. That is drop Seonagi. Standard Seonagi is from standing position, right? Yeah, thank you for the correction there, Yordle. Don Data says, y'all see how they trying to do Diddy? Yes. Paul Tucker says, that's super helpful. Thanks. No problem, Paul. The Theta investor. That makes more sense. My two boys are wrestlers, 8 and 10. We do karate at home and strikes and throws. Is there one of two basic ideas I can implement from BJJ? Just holding somebody onto the ground, I think, is the big thing. So just playing games with them where like the simplest version of the game would be while staying on my feet, I have to hold Matt on the ground and Matt just has to stand up. Right, if he stands up, he wins. But that's with me just staying on my feet, just using my hands. And then you can progress to where like, once you get comfortable like being able to get up from bottom position like that, you can go all the way to like chest to chest positions or chest to back positions. And the bottom player's job is simply to try to stand up. That's like the simplest version of like a pinning game. There's lots of directions that can go, but cool. All right, leg attacks. All right, we're gonna do one more 6-minute round of leg attacks and then I'll answer some more questions. Sweet Cherry Bill, I'll read yours in a second. Theta Investor, hope that helped. Oh, yeah, no problem. This is what you get for training with the
YouTube stuff?
Alright, fuck you up. Alright, ready? Go. Fuck. God damn it. Alright, fuck you. I wasn't ready. Let's go. Same thing from that. Yep, ready, go. Fuck you. Alright, ready, you go. But you ain't never seen this before, bitch. Alright, fuck you. There you go.
Ready?
Yeah.
Good job.
Aha! Alright, ready, you go.
This game has become exponential. Alright, ready? Yep. My nuts are too big.
You don't need them. Ready? Go. Yeah.
He's killer. That's no surprise.
I was trying to just get to the point where I could control you without actually like cranking on it. But I don't know.
No, that was perfect.
I don't want to cheat the game, but I feel like that's actually the missing component is like, well, I don't want to say that, but like, I feel like
It's helpful.
if you could threaten somebody to hurt themselves if they move too much.
Yeah, then you can narrow the gap,
Yeah.
or narrow the amount of
Yeah.
viable decisions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For sure.
I also was using that rear naked choker for the first time on the ankle.
It was strong. I couldn't get my foot out.
That's also my weak side. Okay, cool.
I started to think, I was like, well, if he's gonna like be that insistent on holding my leg, then I was just gonna come up.
Yeah.
And that's when I started to like hold onto your own arms actually to pull me up. I was like, he's gonna keep his arms here, so he's gonna help pull me into a standing position. But
Well, what I did was I started scooping under your leg because I needed to. What I'm realizing is it's really hard to get to your other leg. If we're turned this way, if I'm reaping,
yeah.
it's hard for me to reach it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot easier for me to reach it if we turn the other way.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's like available too. It's harder for me to like hold this out here.
Yeah, and that's why I started with the typical like butterfly ashi thing that I start with, because I always grab the secondary leg from there. Because now I feel like the leg is trapped completely on this side, and I can use, and I always use like this foot and this leg to capture like their other leg as I'm trying to control them.
Okay.
And then we can finish with the ankle lock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So that was kind of an interesting thing. So I feel like on the reap side, I think you were able to get my leg. No, you didn't from the reap side. Maybe you did once.
I did from the reap side.
Yeah, but the time you caught it really good, like under my knee, was not on the reap side.
That's true.
Yeah.
That leg was in the air. Huh?
Yeah, it's because we turned the other way.
Yeah.
We turned like the opposite way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like, I guess there's differences. Like I've never seen this stuff before, I have no idea, but clearly there's some difference in capturing the secondary leg depending on like which way we're turning.
Yeah, for sure. I felt one thing that was helpful in like, if not getting out, at least creating uncertainty on your side was immediately pushing that reap leg down.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing to you too.
Just like get it off my hip as fast as I can.
Exactly, because there's that torque right there.
Yeah, and then I can like,
Yeah.
even if my leg is still caught, I can at least, I have a couple seconds to think.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, I can either turn this down or continue to like build up, or that's when we started kind of like the wedge thing, and I don't know, it's interesting, but I think that was like a really critical component, and that's really how I approach single leg X. When somebody puts me there, I don't even let them put their foot on my hip anymore. I just, as soon as the foot comes over, I'm already pushing it down. Because I don't want them to have control of that hip. It's a really critical piece. I think, so.
It changed two different ways. So if you reap and my foot is on the other side, I was finding that for both of us to be easier to plant the foot and turn the knee.
Yeah.
Like that became easier when the foot's there.
Yep.
And then when you changed it one of those times and you put my foot on this side and you started framing that way, it made it significantly harder for me to not only push, but also to like, well, don't land on your back, but to be able to like, well, this is the problem with drilling. Now you're reacting differently than you were.
I have no idea what
I can't, it doesn't matter. And so it became harder for me to, depending on what you were doing, for me to either get my knee to the ground or to actually come and like sit on your leg.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So basically all of that to say, you suck at drilling. I'm just kidding.
I haven't drilled in months.
basically all of that to say, I'm noticing significant differences based on what you're doing, and also not only what you're doing, also which way you're turning, and which side of your body the leg is on, right? And I'm noticing that from both sides, because like the only leg entanglements I've ever done is butterfly ashi.
Right. I've done none of them.
Well, single leg guys.
Well, I guess, but like I can count on two hands how many ankle locks I've hit probably in my whole life.
I think you probably hit me with one.
Early on.
You had to.
Early.
Yeah.
Not recently.
But this is, I think, some interesting.
I love this.
Interesting things.
It shines like Kevin was saying, like it illuminates the monster and not, it makes it a little less scary.
Yeah.
Because that was like such a huge concern for me.
Yeah.
For a long time, and now it seems just a little bit more manageable. I'm not I would consider myself an expert by any means, but
Yeah.
at least it has a shape, right? And I can kind of suss out like what's dangerous, what's not, and
Yeah.
what feels okay and what doesn't. And I think that's like such a critical component to learning this. And we're doing it in a way that's like I don't feel like I'm gonna blow my knee out.
Yeah.
Right? Like
That was the comment, Matt C, if you're still in the chat, that you made, like, about adding the submission, which is, like, a great next step, but, like, what you're saying right now, which is, like...
Yeah, like, it's... If the threat of submission is imminent, it's really difficult to, like, feel what works and what doesn't, or what is acceptable and what's not for your own body, you know, in any given position. So this is really just like a time under tension drill, whatever you want to call it. Exercise.
Drills, I
Sure.
This is a much better drill than the other drills.
Right. It's a time under tension drill where like.
Oh, I like exercise.
Exercise.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
A time under tension exercise where, you know, in a live roll, you might only be in that position for a couple seconds, and we just did 4 6-minute rounds of it, right? Like that's.
Yeah. And we're already behaving completely differently from...
Right, yeah, that's like almost a half hour in that position just trying to secure a leg, let alone trying to break it, so.
Yeah.
I think it's...
Yeah, you're like learning how to, also in this one, you're learning how to like accomplish 2 tasks. Like, at first, when we did this game last time, we were just trying to like hold the leg, right? And then now you add, that's 1 task, and then you add a second task of now of like trying to collect the second leg. And then you add another task after that, which we'll do at some point, which is like now add the submission.
Right.
So then that'll completely change everything.
Right. Yep.
But yeah, it's helpful to know what things you can do like in all sets of circumstances, I think. Because then you never explore those areas, right? And you could find something, I think, that's useful to carry over into other like environments where the opponent is trying to do, you know, more things, like capture the secondary leg or actually submit, you know. So.
Yep.
Do you have time for emails, or do you gotta?
You can answer them while I'll just mop up real quick.
All right, we're gonna check the emails. Let me actually take the phone off the stand. Cool. Matt's gonna start mopping the mat in his own gym that he's letting me use. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, if you guys aren't already, follow Matt at Victory Submission Strength on Instagram. This is his strength and conditioning gym we're in. We're in San Jose. This is basically like a strength and conditioning gym for jiu-jitsu athletes. So he's got like this whole turf area and everything, but he posts videos, reels multiple times, like per week. I also collaborate with him on a bunch of reels about different strength and conditioning topics, mobility, jiu-jitsu stuff. So at Victory Submission Strength, go follow him there if you guys want some strength and conditioning type stuff. Is there anything else you want to plug, Matt, while you're cleaning?
No, just go follow us, and if you ever have questions, feel free to hit us up in the DMs, and we'll answer and make sure you get all the information you need.
Cool. At Victory Submission Strength. Victory Submission Strength. Yep. All right, let's check the emails. Oh, don't go under. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got a lot. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to put this back in the tripod holder. Okay, let's see. Otter, Ty, BJJ. Hi, Josh. I like your videos, and I think it's really cool how many matches you've had already. I appreciate that. Thank you. Dawn Data says keys to healthy knees. Lots of strength and conditioning.
Yeah, split squats.
Matt says split squats. Yeah, I think you got to do like a lot of different stuff. There's like single leg strength. So like, I'm just like speaking for your fucking strength and conditioning. All right, I think we're back. Anyway, yeah, just strength and conditioning. Lots of different types of exercises, like progressively load the weight and everything so you don't hurt yourself. You can also go follow at Victory Submission Strength, because I'm sure, and DM Matt. I think they can DM you, right? And he'll give you some, some resources.
Yep.
Yeah, so Don Data, yeah, I would go DM at Victory Submission Strength. That's Matt. Sweet Cherry Bill says, I'm sorry, I'm not that good at explaining moves. I don't think it's you, Bill. I think it's just hard to write out moves in text. So, but I do appreciate you trying to describe it. Guybrush 3P Wood says, I like no music, nice and peaceful. Yeah, some people like the sounds of heavy breathing. Just kidding. Thank you for the comment. Kevin Darrington, how would you make a constraint-based game to encourage an outside spin Barambolo? I find reverse de la Hiva, kiss the dragon pretty easy, but I'm unsure how to teach inverting to go around the outside of the leg. So Kevin, I don't think you want to teach inverting to go around the outside of the leg. You want to teach a dilemma of standing up or taking the back. And we actually, if you go to my lives, if you search in the live streams, we have, I think, at least one, if not multiple, where we actually do like some Barambolo games. Because you don't want to try to get like a specific technique to emerge, right? That kind of defeats the purpose. What you want to do is like set up a situation where you're trying to do something to your opponent, right? So just look up, I titled it Barambolo games in my live, so you can go check those out. Cool, I think you gotta go, right? So yeah, Matt's gotta go, so I can't answer the rest of these. I'll try to answer them in the comment section if I can, but thank you so much for all the questions. Thank you guys for joining. We gotta go. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining.